Previously on Heartland Season 12, Episode 2, we saw that Lou found herself having to put on a happy face for Mitch, who questioned whether she was really okay with him dating again, while Tim decided not to propose to Casey after all. And the two had a nice father daughter chat. At the end of the episode, we saw the tight bond that Lou and Tim have shown through. How good have these two newest Heartland episodes been? From character arcs and storytelling to cinematography and sound, this season is off to an amazing start. Let's hope it will stay that way all throughout this 12th season of Heartland. So let's see where the show takes us. The third episode of Heartland began with Lou announcing that she is hosting a horse yoga retreat at the Dude Ranch. Although it all started well and good, soon she realized that the yoga instructor, Maya, is also the woman Mitch is dating, which, as you can imagine, was quite awkward for Lou. In the first episode of this season, Mitch blindsided Lou with the news that he is dating someone new, and Lou, although put on a brave face for Mitch, deep down was quite devastated to learn that Mitch is off the market, especially since Lou thought that Mitch wanted to get back together with her. And it didn't help that Maya is a beautiful woman who is able to do a handstand atop a horse. However, Lou soldiered on once again, even complimenting Maya on how well she is handling hosting her retreat in a dude ranch owned by Mitch's ex. Little did Lou know that Mitch hadn't disclosed the relationship to Maya, which led the new couple to get into a huge fight right in front of Georgie and Wyatt. But luckily for Mitch, Lou was there to give him some sage advice, and by the end of this episode, Mitch and Maya were proclaiming their love towards each other, with Lou making a snap decision of going back to New York, despite the fact that Nicole was giving her a generous out of Maggie's New York franchise. So by the looks of things, Lou and Mitch won't be getting back together after all, at least not anytime soon. However, anything can happen in Heartland Season 12, right? While Lou was trying to do horse yoga and dealing with the whole Mitch dating Maya situation, Amy was working with one of the yoga horses, Warrior. It was actually Maya's horse that she bought at an auction about a year ago and was hoping to experience yoga with for the first time. But it turned out that Warrior wasn't so happy about Maya doing yoga on him. And since Amy knew what the problem might be right away, Maya asked her to work with Warrior, to which she agreed, and her suspicions were right. Warrior just wasn't accustomed to being ridden bareback, so Amy asked him to help her, and together they showed Warrior that a saddle-less rider is nothing to be afraid of, which meant that Amy was able to keep her promise and give Warrior back to Maya for the second day of the retreat, and Maya was able to bond with a horse with the help of yoga. The third storyline of Heartland Season 12 Episode 3 revolved around Jack, Tim and Ty building a treehouse for Lindy. And as we all know, where there are Tim and Jack working together, you know that there won't be smooth sailing. This time was no exception, especially since Ty was in the mix as well, trying to wrangle both men and also make sure that Lindy's treehouse isn't too high up and therefore too dangerous for Lindy to play in. However, the situation was made even tenser by Luke being there. Luke is the troubled kid Clint Riley, Ty's old probation officer, asked Ty to mentor, and it quickly became clear to all three Heartland men that Luke has some things to work through. With what the kid smashing the birdhouse he was given to put together after Tim took away Luke's phone because he was texting his mom on it too much. And by the end of the episode, it started to seem that the issues Luke had run deeper than just juvenile anger. From what Ty and Clint pierced together, Luke might have a troubled home life. So hopefully Ty will be able to help Luke somehow. Because after all, that's what Jack did for Ty. And what about the treehouse? Despite everything, Team Jack and Ty and Luke managed to finish it, which meant that Tim was finally able to build the treehouse he wanted to build for Amy and Lou 20 years ago. and that now Lindy had a stunning treehouse to play in. Finally, if you caught the fact that Wyatt was back in this Heartland episode because Georgie's boyfriend turned friend was working with Georgie side by side. Since then, Wyatt's mom made him do odd jobs around the dude ranch, which helps Lou manage. The episode didn't focus on Georgie and Wyatt much, but for all those who love these two together, it seemed that they might be once again heading that direction. Of course, they did talk about being friends again, but that conversation was quickly followed by them asking each other if they were seeing anyone. So, even though it looks like we won't be seeing Lou and Mitch together anytime soon, we might just get Georgie and Wyatt as a couple once again. So this much for today's video. We hope you liked it. We will deliver more news of Heartland as it comes in. We will also have all the burning Heartland spoilers, updates and news you're looking for. So visit us regularly. Thank you for checking this video out. We will see each other very soon with another video. If you like this video, give us a like and subscribe to our channel for new videos every day. If you have anything to say, do let us know in the comment section below. We'll make sure to reply to your comments.